Hey everyone, welcome to Arshdeep Singh UX. So today I'm going to be speaking about iterative design. So it's been a while. I have not uploaded the video, but I will try to be more consistent as possible. Anyhow, so today what I'm going to tell you is iterative design. Iterative is design a technique that I use it myself as well to do my designing and the UX processes to simplify my complexities, and because it's a very quick fast kind of technique, and it helps you see multiple possibilities in a very quick time frame. So one thing that you need to remember about this tutorial is before doing this exercise, I usually have, even as a designer, as a UX designer, you're going to have some sort of research available to you, so that you're going to use. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to assume some research that we're going to imply here. Anyway, second thing is this job listing that you see here, daily UI. It's a website. If you want to sign up for this, you can sign up. They will send you one challenge every day. You can start doing that. But that being said, I'm just going to use it for job listing, the UX purposes, and for the sake of this tutorial, which is iterative design. So let's get started. Let's create this job listing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a new artboard for mobile. So Google Pixel 3, I don't know which one to take, Samsung Galaxy. Where's Android? Leave it. So let's just use Google Pixel now. I'm just going to decrease the size, maybe around this month. Why phones are so big these days? I can hardly guess. But that being said, let's go. Let's page one. I'm just going to name it listing. Okay, so what is usually the listing is going to consist of? Let's say it's on mobile. It's going to have a header, of course. It's going to have some sort of banner, right? Well, usually this sort of information is going to be given to you from upfront, and you can then, it helps you make some you can work accordingly. For example, your company might not, your client might not need this banner, right? Or your client might need some feature jobs, so there are other possibilities there. So I'm just going to copy this thing. Let's say this is the banner and this is my list. We're going to keep it short and simple. The whole point is to refine how iterative design is helping me here, right? To do quick prototypes. 6 pixel gap. I think I'm just going to use this many. 6 pixel is too less. Let's make it around 12 pixels. I think that should be fine. 12 pixel is usually ideal. So now I have my structure here. We have a header, we have a banner, we have the listing itself. So there will be other things as well, because since we are doing simply the UX now, I'm just making the core structure. Now I'm just going to start adding and removing things to it. So let's say in the banner, I want to have my text here. I'm just going to copy this as well. So let's call it text area. Actually, let me just put the text here. Text area. Okay. Let's use text area. And we're gonna have some image here. Let me just take a circle and just put it there. So it gives me some idea to the visual designer what exactly is expected. Of course, this is all possible to be changed. This is all going to be changed once the client sees it, you say it's something. So anyway, sorry, let me just take it back to this text area. Okay, now simply we're just putting the structure here and refining the whole thing one by one, because and then we have the listing here. So the listing, I'm going to put some let's say I want to have an image, so I'm going to copy this box and copy paste this box. I'm going to make it square, which is 96 in height. I'm going to put 96 in width. And copy this. I'm going to delete all these now. I'm going to copy this, Control G group, and then copy this again with a gap of 12 pixels. Okay, so there we are. So now we have this group. Now moving forward, I need to do, so usually when you do this, so you're going from one step to next, refining the whole thing. And now I'm just going to make another copy, and I want to put my text here. Before I put my text, let me just ungroup these. Let me just ungroup these because I need them. Let's say user experience designer. Please ignore the typos. Yes, this is my job title. That does not mean I made that mistake on purpose or unwillingly. Anyway, moving forward, we have this user experience designer as a title, and 2 years is needed as a is the requirement for this job. And let's say what else important information is that we usually need. 2 years salary. Usually some companies don't prefer to put the salaries there. They do put salaries. Let's say for the sake of this story, let's have salary. Let's make it 2 years experience. I don't know how much should you get for 2 years. Let's say $21,000 annual, 21K. Okay. I don't know if it's cheap or not, but then again, that's not the point. We're just looking at some data. Anyway, so moving forward, and we need a bit of a description. Lorem ipsum. So to use lorem, I will just go to my plugin. I'll just go to my plugin and make it text. Increase the size of this thing. Decrease the size to 12 pixel. Why the size is not decreased? 12 pixel. Something is wrong. So let me just go to my widget. I have installed plugins here. If you want to see the plugin video, I've already have it. So find placeholder. Insert. So they have inserted lorem ipsum into this placeholder, but since I cannot change the height of this thing, I can change now. 13 pixel is minimum recommended size, so please be aware about that. Great. Okay, so we have this some description here, so I need to change this design on this. So I have a basic structure with the title, user experience with 21K salary, right, per annum, per year. Okay, it gives you more description. See, we are not trying to be UX correct, but you know, if we have all the information, it would be easier for us how to manage it. But the whole point of this is how you can, you know, the whole point of this tutorial is how this technique can help you make faster designs faster, right? So we have this thing here now, some sort of so let me refine it further. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna just change it to bold, change the size on this. This is 17 pixels. 17 pixels is too big for this. Let's make it 14 pixels. And this one we're gonna make it as well. We're gonna make it 15. This is 15, and we're gonna make it 12 pixels. 12 is too small for that, but then if we make it bold, it will be slightly prominent. But 12 is too small. I think I'm gonna make it 13 pixels. Okay. 13 pixel, like I said, is the minimum recommended size for going forward. Okay, so now the balance, what you see is if you see this listing, the balance of this and this is pretty much same. You don't want to keep it balanced. You will always want to have a priority. For example, where the focus should be on the listing, where the user's eyes comes to that within this area where the focus should be. You just want to make sure that it is balanced. So the hierarchy is maintained through visual representation. Maybe you can, you know, decrease the font size, but then it's going to be bigger. This is 13 as well, so it's going to be same as this one. So there's no priority there. Or maybe you can decrease the size, because this is basically some information. I don't know how useful this information is going to be, because it's a very small space. But then again, it just gives them some idea what to expect, what not to expect. But however, high level information can be given. Or in the going forward in the next design, we can simply remove this, right, and try to come up with some new possibilities. Let me just look at some website where, you know, they have we have job listings. Job listing. Let's just go to, I could go to websites, but then again, I just want to see ideas, what's available. So if you see this on the left hand side, that's the list here. So we have media listing analyst, so name of the company, location, and 17 days ago, full time. Yeah, that's pretty useful information for my purpose. I'm gonna use it. Okay, so I'm not gonna get all the way. I'm just to remember. Yes, so let's see, like I told you, people don't usually put their salaries. Companies hardly put their salaries. I closed door and full time. Okay, so that's all the information we need. Full time. Now, how can I improve this by my technique of iterative design. And so that means since I have I just want to show this sort of information, and then I'm going to do, now I realize that I don't need it to be this bigger, this tall, so it's going to give me more space, right? So I'm going to delete all these things. Now I'm here. So again, actually let me just group this, repeat grid, group, repeat grid, go back, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now I can have more of these listings with 12 pixels. And yeah, so yeah, anyway, so we can have this one as well, so because it's going to be scrolling. Actually leave it, just for the purpose of this tutorial I'm going to leave it. So we can actually show the previous design we had 1 2 3 4 5. Now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we have one more, it could be two more as well, but since it's going to be scrolling. And yeah, so that's where we have reached. So we have started from here, we did start from here, these boxes, and now I'm changing it. Now let's say there's a two possibilities. Okay, let's say for example the one with this description. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this design. Actually I should have, what I should have done is I should take the design and put it here, so that any design that I do along this goes this way, and any design that I do on this format, it goes this way. So basically it's helping me stack my iterations, and at the same time, you know, keep them managed. So this seems pretty okay. Now I'm going to copy this. It feels to me the size is a little bit off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Control G this, Control G, hold it, Control Shift G to ungroup. Now the width is this. I'm going to make it just 73. Now it is square. So there will be the logo of the company here, 2 years, and yeah. See, sometimes logo is also not enough, so you also need name of the company as well. So for that purposes, what I'm going to do now, let me see. So as I can see here, the padding is too much, this gap is too much. I'm just going to do that, but you don't have to focus this much as well on the initial stages. But as you go along, as the content is first, your task should be to get the content right. Use this rough drawings or rough sketches, iterate them, and then show them to the stakeholders. And if they see something needs to be taken out, something needs to be put in, so you just want to make sure the critical information is taken first by the time you go to the high fidelity, right? Let's say this is approved now. Let's just ignore company name for now, because that's not what I'm going to do. I mean, I could keep on refining this one as well, but the whole point, then the thing is, I might miss some critical, because this is still a rough stage, a draft stage. So in case I could just, let's say we started here and I was still drawing here, then I would not have the possibilities. It helps me see where I'm coming from, where I've come, at the same time, make some analytical choices, maybe, because this gets really useful when you go further, because when you go to the client, he might say, no, I don't need this, I want it like this. So you might just use that one as well. But then you can also explain that idea. Why did I not use that idea? It helps you remember as well. So that's very important. So let's this is the final. Now I'm going to refine this further. So let's make it. What will be the next stage? Let's say we have decided this format now, and I'm going to refine this further. I'm going to remove the border. I'm going to give it some light background. This is my header. In the header, I'm just going to make it a little, which one is selected? This is my header. In the header, I'm going to do this, remove my border, make it a little bit lighter, and Control Shift G. This is my image. Okay, remove the border. Take this. This is the listing. This has to be a little bit lighter, because this is where the content has to be focused. Right. So I have my design now. So my wireframe. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna move forward. Right. Actually, always forget using grid. Add anyway. So we have the gap of 12 pixels. Okay. So this how we have come from here to here, all with very quickly. I mean, I could have done added more, more to this, but the whole point was to show you the technique, how this is helping me, and how this is going to help you as well, because it helps you make really quickly fast iterations of a same thing, so that you're running your mind, because when you're designing UX you have to think multiple times. You have to think of many possibilities, and many of the possibilities do get ignored, but then you do take one possibilities and another possibility comes in, and then you have to like, oh, maybe I should have taken that back before. But that's to avoid that kind of fallbacking and trying to do the same thing again. You want to use this technique to see entire thing on the one go. By the time you're done, you could have a big thing here. I mean, since we did not have the variables, all the possible variables, but my whole point was to show you how to make how to do iterative design for UX, and so that you can speed up your work, make it more quality, make it more a refined kind of work. That's the whole idea is. Let me just, before going down, before closing this video, please tell me what needs to be improved here in my videos as well. I'm gonna make, see, the whole point is I do make these videos. I do not research the topics that I want to do, because if I start researching the topic that I want to do, then most of the YouTubers are doing it, and that sort of information is already available. So my focus is something that I do personally, so that I can share it with you. I hope it helps as well, because this technique has helped me tremendously. Now, if you see my documents, UX documents, they will be full of 1xt file. It's going to be full of so many things that's almost impossible to comprehend, where to begin, where to start. But then again, this, because that's my design, I understand them, I manage them properly. For example, like I told you, if one stream of design is going this way, another can go this way, or then you realize, oh, I don't need to be this way. I want to have a boxes, some sort of boxes, and then what you can do is just have a third stream with third design here, and let's just copy that. You could do something like this. Let's say you don't need the image. Let's say your client says, oh, I don't need this photo, give me something else. You do this, then you delete that, and he says, okay, give me vertical scrolling for my designs. I want vertical scrolling. Okay, so you give him that. So that's there's another stream of things that has started, and he says, okay, and then you tell him that, oh, vertical scrolling is not enough in itself. You need to have different kinds of designs. By the way, vertical scrolling is something, horizontal scrolling. I was really wrong about the wording there. So horizontal scrolling is something really new, and you must check it out. It's something really useful. So anyway, so I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you later with the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will try to bring you those topics that I use myself and I feel personally sharing them with you. And yeah, so I'll catch you later. Take care, have fun, and bye bye.